Um, Today, I want to tell you about something that happened yesterday. Yesterday, I was recording one speech, a speech like this, but in order to practice a little bit my speaking, that is something that I like to do. But yesterday, I had the time to listen carefully that recording, and I noticed that my fluency is not really enough. It's not so proficient as I thought. I understand that my speaking is not really proficient yet, but I thought that my fluency was better. So yesterday I had the opportunity to record my voice. I had the opportunity to listen, it and the end. And I noticed that despite that I spent a lot of time practicing speaking, a lot of time just listening audios, videos, all the time. And when I say that I spend a lot of time, I refer that I spent almost 5 years, of training. So it's a long time. So when you invest a long time working on something, you hope that you became really proficient, whatever that you are doing. So it's a little bit of frustrate because I felt that my English was not enough. It's like, you know, my case, I could study for a long time and I never going to become really proficient in the language. I understand that um, reaching proficient fluency is not something that happened overnight. I understand that, but it's true that you can spend all his life just practicing or studying a language. So I don't want to spend all my time studying English. I don't want um, to feel like that, because for me, efficiency is so important. I always been, I always trying to be a person really efficient, really productive person. I want to learn more language. I want to do a lot of things. I want to learn more skill, not just in language, but in other, professional skills. And when I noticed this, that despite that all the time invested in my English language, I not really proficient in the language yet. So it's a kind of frustration. So it happened yesterday night because I was making this recording. I thought that my fluency was better, but yes, the truth is that you can spend a long time of practice, and despite of that, um, probably you're not going to sound really proficient, in the language that you are learning. That happened because in my case, I'm from Colombia. I'm from a Spanish-speaking country, and the sound that or the way, the rhythm, how we say the thing is not the same. It's completely different to the English language. So it's like the idiomatic language is completely different. The sound that we use in our Spanish speaking are completely different. That's the sound that American or people from this country, these English speaking countries, use are completely different. The sound, the rhythm. So every single time when I intend to say something, it's like I need to find the right word. I need to focus about how to say something. It's like um, I will need to change the way how I think. Is I feel that it's like I will need to change how pronounce the words, and but it's like um, I will have to be other person. So it's so complicated. So my If someone right now asking me how long time is going to take me to learn a new language, right now I will say that person, you never stop to learn. English language is something that you need to learn all through your life. It's not something that you can study overnight. It's not something that you're going to learn, in 1 year. Maybe it's going to take you a long time, 5 years, 10 years, or maybe you never stop to learn. And it's your purpose. Yeah, there are different goals that you want to achieve with the language. In the case that you really became, you really want to become really professional language, and you need to invest a long time, learning. Um, when I started to study, my goal was to find a job or to try to connect with people from USA. Try to maybe not to find a job, maybe try connect with someone and starting to make different kinds of business, because I know that there are lots of opportunities, when you are fluent in other language. But you know, um, nowadays I realize that in order that um, you know, you, you really became proficient in the language. You want to make not just speaking with people abroad. You want really connect with people. You need that your language, your ability to communicate to people are really effective. Because in the case that when you want to make a business with someone from abroad, it's completely necessary not just speaking, as a formal way, not just being able to communicate as a common way. It's so necessary to learn the vocabulary, whether that's the business that you are making related with medical supporting or education. You need to learn wide vocabulary about these topics. So it's like the levels that you need to reach in the English language um, is so high, you know, because it's not just speaking, it's about making good business, it's about to connect with people. You need to have the same ability to communicate effectively, the same way as you do in your mother language, because when you are not able to understand when someone says something, and you need to ask that person that repeat whatever that they are saying, maybe in the relationships business, is a little bit uncomfortable, not just for you but the person in front of you. So I think that if you really reach that kind of in levels, it's going to take you a lot of time. It's going to take you a long time. Um, you know, Yesterday I feel really frustrated about that. This morning I decided to make this video because despite of these issues, this embarrassing situation, the way how I feel, I went to keep going working on my speaking, on my English skill. I want to be really proficient, and I know that one day I'm going to be able to sound really proficient. That is what I'm looking for. I know that the advice to people is no. You need to communicate in an effective way. You need to be able to communicate with people abroad. Yes, it's important communicating, but for me, it's so important that I have the ability to connect with people. In order to connect with people, you need to be really proficient in the language. You need to be able to understand a joke, a joke, you know. sorry because the way how I pronounce, not job, joke, joke, you know. And so, and I think that in a conversations, and when I don't understand something that the other people told me, it's like I can't connect with them, you know. So what I would like to find is to I would like to feel that I am able to understand despite that the speaking of the other person is not really good, despite that the people who I'm talking to um, you know is not clear, or maybe he or she speak faster than me. I would like to be able to understand what they say, so to reach that kinds of levels, I note that that I want to be really proficient. I know that it's inevitable that I continue working on my English skill. I can't stop to do that. I can't think indifferent. I can start to do other things. I don't want to quit. You know. Um, the only thing that really matters is continue working on it and doing my best effort. That is what I'm going to do, because I know that finally I'm going to be able to sound really proficient. That is my idea. So thank you so much to listen to me, and I hope that I connect to you. I would like that this channel mm, will have more views. I'm working on this and working on my speaking because I want to connect with people around the world. Thank you so much.